We're out here in Spain. Gonna do some game hunting.
This video is brought to you by Skillshare.com. Check out the link in the description for more info.
So the first stop in Spain is this game store called Games and Freak. As soon as I walked in, I saw a bunch of GameCube games, so I ran towards them.
GameCube. Resident Evil Code Veronica, €120. It's interesting seeing what might be popular here or expensive here, because I have no idea what's popular or expensive. I have zero player's choice.
Here in the United States, we do have Player's Choice, which was a separate run of the most popular Nintendo games for a lower price. I saw that they had a gray or silver box, so I wanted to take a look to see what they were. And upon further inspection, I did notice that they were also Player Choice games, but just the box of them were different because they're PAL.
It's also cool seeing these silver boxes, because we don't have those silver boxes in the States. The sucky thing about the GameCube though is I think it's region locked.
Unfortunately though, I don't have a PAL GameCube, so I couldn't pick any of these up because my GameCube won't play any of these games. But it's so cool to see these small little differences between the box art of PAL games and United States games.
They have some consoles over here. DS PAL, that's cheap, €75. I might buy that, a 2DS.
There's a couple of consoles that were relatively cheap. Around this time when I went to Spain, the prices of the Nintendo 3DS and the 2DS were really inflated because they each had just closed down. The prices that they had for the 2DS was really good compared to those inflated prices, but ultimately I decided not to get it.
Got a GameBois here, $85. That's kind of what they go for.
They had a separate display box that held all of the loose cartridge-based games, and in here I saw two things that did catch my eye.
This is what I came here to find. Pokemon Red, Pokemon Silver. I might pick up maybe both of them.
They're asking €25 for each of these. Coming to Spain, my plan was to get all of the Pokemon games because they're in Spanish. I can read Spanish, so I decided to pick these up.
Silver, it's like $60. This one's also like $60. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna pick up the red for sure. Silver I just bought in the most recent video, so I don't know if I'm gonna pick up, but I'm definitely gonna pick up the red version. That's a good deal. Turrican, Solomon's Club, Simon's Belmont Revenge, Dragon's Lair, Mega Man Hormigas. Pokepark. I've never seen this game ever. €27.
Looks cute.
It is cute. I think this is on the Switch, so it's not region free, it's region locked, so I can't play this on my, not Switch, the Wii. I don't know if I said Switch.
There's a couple of Wii games that I saw that kind of caught my eye. The reason why these caught my eye was because a lot of the titles here are in Spanish. And while that's common for Spain, I'm not used to seeing games where the front cover is completely in Spanish.
Hotel para perros, hotel for dogs.
Let me know if I should have gotten this Hotel for Dogs, or should I say Hotel para Perros?
This is also sick, but I can't play this on my Wii. I wish I could buy everything. It's just fun looking at stuff. Bob Esponja, SpongeBob.
I also did happen to spot a Pokemon Pearl for the DS.
In terms of US Pokemon prices, and I think this also is a pretty good deal.
Priced at €25, which I think is pretty good. It's actually a little bit cheaper, I think, a little bit than what it goes for in the States, especially with the conversion rate right now being so good in the favor of the US dollar. I decided ultimately though to not pick this up, as I think I just got this in the previous Nintendo DS lot video that we did with the guys.
€25. I might get that too. Wait, I think I just got that in the most recent video. I swear I just got that in the most recent video. So I don't think I should get it. That's a good deal though. In box is worth 100 in the States, so by itself it's worth like, no wait, 60? I don't know, it might be the same price. I don't have data here, so I can't really tell. But I think maybe I'm just gonna pick up the Pokemon game. Nothing here really that.
Plata.
Plata y rojo, okay.
¿De dónde sois?
Soy de Estados Unidos, de California.
Dios.
Mis padres son de México. ¿Y usted? ¿De aquí?
Y espero antes de morirme ir a Estados Unidos.
¿Ir a Estados Unidos?
Donde más ganas tengo, con amigos y todo, pero nunca lo he visitado.
Está bonito.
Mira, pues son, ¿en tarjeta te lo cobro?
Sí.
Mira, 49,90.
49, ok.
Mira, te pide la conversión esta.
Tengo que pagar en euros. Gracias.
Y nosotros, esto para ti, espera que te doy una copia de esto. Y
ok, gracias, muy amable. You got the Sonic, bootleg Sonic. They have a bunch of cool toys and merchandise and stuff. Pokemon. So I think kind of cool thing about both of these games is upon looking at them, they're the US versions. So these are the exact ones that are worth like $60 each. The 25 and 25, great deal, like 50% off. Check out Game Freak.
On your Game Boy, that's where Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all.
After I paid for these, I noticed that these were actually the US copies, and they were like half the price of what they were going for in the US. But I wasn't gonna say no to a cheap Pokemon game, let alone two.
These are the US versions, as you can see here. Probably might not be able to see. It says USA on both of them. So these are both the US versions for 25 bucks. 25 euro technically, but it's like almost 1-to-1 right now.
Does the quality of like the packaging on there matter? Like if it has damage?
A little bit. Like this technically is like a $50 game, right? But with the damaged label, probably it could go down to like 30, 40. So it's still got a little bit of a good deal. This one's a good label though, yeah. It's not like perfect condition, but it's still pretty good quality. Granted, I didn't buy it because of the price chart. I was trying to buy the European versions just so I could play them on the Game Boy because they're not region locked, but I ended up
Winning out.
Yeah, so shout outs. Let's see, maybe we could find some other games at the other stores.
Overall, Games and Freak, the first store I went to, was really good. I definitely recommend it if you're out here in Barcelona. Really good selection. They got tons of pop culture stuff. They got tons of Funko Pop. Everything a fan of all video games and pop culture would love to see and even browse around. $25 for Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Red. That's a come up. Shout outs to Games and Freak.
That's a big old building. $2 and I'll go climb that. You didn't have any games in there? That's it.
While we're out here in Spain, you already know we had to hit up the tourist spots. We went to La Sagrada Familia. However, we weren't able to get tickets to get in, which is unfortunate, but we still walked by. There was tons of people outside and experienced some of the beautiful Spanish architecture by Anthony Gaudi.
You see that? $2 and I'll go climb it. Give me $2 and I'll go climb it. My PayPal's in the description. ¿Qué tal, canal? Este episodio de Game Boys va a ser totalmente en español. Vamos a ir a comprar los videojuegos en España. Psych! We're out here in Spain though. We're trying to find some video games. We're in Park Güell.
Second store we went to when we hit up Spain was a store called World Vision. This store was really cool. They had tons of Japanese imports, all kinds of different games, USA games, PAL games, Japanese games, everything you can think of.
They have lots of Japanese imports. Dreamcast.
A handful of Sega Saturn games here. I bet you Leo and Isaac would have loved to have been here and check these games out. I don't know anything about Saturn. Let me know in the comments if I'm missing out and roast me because I don't know anything about the Saturn.
Los Duendes, Smurfs.
Here I was looking through some Game Boy games. They had them all in this really cool binder where you would typically see being used for like trading cards, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, that kind of stuff.
Is that Yu-Gi-Oh? I think so. They have tons of little binders with
Nothing here necessarily caught my eye.
$90, 90 euros. 90. The Peach Wiimote. Suikoden 2 is 750 euros. You got the Game & Watch. This is cool.
There's some more 3DS right there.
I was looking through all the 3DS games to see if any of them were US. I was surprised to see that they did have a US 3DS game, and it actually was one that I didn't have. It was Mario Kart 7. They were asking $7 for Mario Kart 7. I had to pick it up. What's up with Spain and pricing US games for cheap?
Pretty cheap, and I don't have it. Some places like they charge even $5 just for the case, so I think this is a good deal. Gonna pick this up for sure. Gina spotted it. Thank you, Gina.
In the middle of the store, they had a bunch of these display cases with their higher end game. I did happen to spot one thing that caught my eye.
Naranjada. It's like white, yellow, and black. I kind of want to get that.
Is it a good deal?
$70 is kind of what it goes for, but it is really nice. And it comes with the case.
That's a DSi.
DSi XL.
Found a yellow DSi XL that was in really good condition. They're asking 69 euros for it, and it came with the box and everything. It was really nice and clean. I had to pick this up. I just had to.
Hey, sup guys, Sam here, doing some editing. As you can see, here I was actually watching the video on how to do some color grading. So I was color grading some footage with lovely Manny here. But if you guys haven't tried out Skillshare, which is a sponsor of today's video, definitely check them out. Tons of different resources. You can use them to learn productivity, video editing, as we have, and it's really leveled up the quality of our channel. There's a little bit here for everybody, so if you're interested in learning anything at all, check out Skillshare. Click the link in the description. We have a promo code with them. The first 10 people that click on the link and sign up get a free month. Try it out today. Cancel it if you don't like it. Hope you enjoy it and get back to the show. I really want to get it. The thing is though, if it's a European PAL version, I don't know if you can modify and hack it. Even this was more pretty than the yellow one.
The owner also did have a blue version of the DSi XL, so I compared the two to see if I wanted to get the blue one or the yellow one. Ultimately, I decided to get the yellow one because I like yellow a lot more than blue. I feel like the yellow ones aren't as common or people don't really use as much, so I kind of gravitate a little bit more towards that. So I decided on sticking with the yellow and keeping that one instead of switching over to the blue one. As I went up to the counter to pay, I noticed that the vendor had a bunch of other games up behind a crystal display case, and I was looking at them while he was ringing me up. And
They have an Emerald. It's pricing it right now.
I noticed they had a copy of Pokemon Emerald. It is the PAL version, and it is in Spanish. It's called Pokemon Esmeralda instead of Pokemon Emerald.
$27.95.
27?
I think I ended up paying 27 euros for Pokemon Emerald, which converted to about $27 as well.
Creo que sí lo voy a agarrar también. También quería agarrar unas consolas del DSi. Creo que no, naranjado o amarillo, no sé de qué color era, pero...
La que va con la funda.
Sí, por favor, que está bien bonito el color.
Y aparte esta está en muy buen estado.
Sí, está bien limpio. Sí, sí lo vi.
Vale, lo que pasa es que esta, por ejemplo, está un poquito peor de la pantalla. Esta
Sí.
está bastante bien y esta está un poquito peor.
Oh, yeah.
No sé si tiene un poquito de batería para que la puedas ver.
Oh, yeah. Me gusta más este color.
Jimmy, hola. A medias, ¿qué quieres?
How pretty this is.
Sí.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of dirty, but you can clean
Depende
it.
de la atención que tengas. Voy a preguntar.
World Vicious. Nothing. The name of the store.
It's kind of wild. I don't know why. At the time, this game was going for 27 on price charts. I swear, 2 days later, for whatever reason, if you look at price chart, it just skyrocketed up to like $80-something. So I got a great deal on this.
Los de la GameBois Advance.
Yeah. 15.
Creo que están todos iguales.
Los dos.
Next to Pokemon Emerald, there was also two of the wireless adapters for the Game Boy Advance SP for Leaf Green and Fire Red. While I don't have Leaf Green and Fire Red anymore, I still need to get them. I figured I'd pick two of these up just in case I wanted a couple of Game Boy Advances and trade Pokemon with myself. I don't know if $15 a piece was a good deal or a bad deal for these two, but I decided to pick them up anyway without even looking up the price because I was already getting a great deal and everything else.
También creo que voy a agarrar los dos, que también
¿Los
ocupo unos. Yeah.
Los dos.
Sí.
¿Me vas a dejar fin? ¿Cómo me has dejado fin ya?
Porque ocupo dos para jugar, pues, inalámbricos. No tengo ninguno.
La pagaremos.
He ended up giving me a little bit of a discount, which I greatly appreciated. Shout outs to World Vicious. Go ahead and check them out if you're in the Barcelona area. Really cool story. There's something you'll love. Also Funko Pops, a bunch of box stuff, rare games. You'll definitely find something here.
Eran 139 con
Te equivocarás.
Eran 131, son 8 euritos.
Todo el mundo se equivoca.
Algo salvo.
Gracias, no está bien. Perfecto.
Battle Frontier. Take on your biggest challenge yet in Pokemon Emerald, only for Game Boy Advance. Ready for everyone.
And drop $1.
How much do you spend?
Like 120, but they hooked it up. I got Pokemon Emerald for I think 27. I don't know how much the PAL version goes for, but this in the States, the American version is like over $100, easy. So 27 bucks. I got 2 wireless adapters because you need 2 to play. He's like, oh, you're taking both? And I'm like, I need both. I don't have any. I could trade Pokemon with myself. And then I got Mario Kart 7 for 7 bucks. And then I got the DSi console. Let me bust that out. DSi XL was so pretty. He said you couldn't play games, but I think not region lock. We got the charger and the case, which is really nice. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Like the Ronald McDonald version. So very, like I'm never gonna lose this. It's a little bit dirty, but I'll clean it up. It's pretty though. Clean, perfect. World Vicious, should come check it out if you guys are ever in Barcelona. Get all the deals. Homie hooked it up. He subscribed, shout out.
Hey, Sam's right. A lot of you guys are watching right now. Why are you watching and you won't even give us the decency of clicking that button? It takes 1 second. I mean, you don't have to, but you made it to the end of the video, so why not?